Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Good? First of all, we just want to thank you guys for, participating in our eye-level or retacular public speaking. This is one of our new events with eye-level. We have other national events such as Math Olympiad, Critical Thinking, Writing Contest. This event is fairly new, and this year, this is the first time that we're doing this as a group. This speaking today is represented by, I want to say, 5 centers: South Brunswick, West Windsor, East Windsor, Monroe, and I think we have some few Summit. Although the crowd that we expected is not the amount that we have on paper, I think right now we have about 15 to 17 speakers here in the room right now. This first group is the first graders, second graders, and third graders. Okay, they're all going to be called up here to speak for about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, and they're going to go in order based on the number they have on their tag, on their sticker. So students, get to know the numbers that you have, because we're going to call speakers from 1, 2, 3, all the way to whatever the last number that we have for this group. We understand that some families are running late right now, so we're going to have speakers coming into the room while some of the students are speaking up here. So those new students will be seated right there, and they're going to speak after everyone gets up here, okay, today. But again, we just want to really thank you guys for participating in this event. We thank the parents for the support that they give to eye-level. Without you guys, we would not be here. But most importantly, these events are held so your children can be the best students. These events are used to apply the knowledge and the learning that they learn from the centers, and to give them that confidence, right, and the skills that they can use in the future. And that's always been the focus of eye-level. It's not so much on teaching the math, the booklets that we have, the English and the booklets that we have. It's grooming your children to be a better student, not just now, but in the future. And I can say this proudly, that I think that's what eye-level, that's what we do best, and that's why we're different than the other companies out there. We're focused on what your students or your children need, and we provide that. And this public speaking came about because there's a need for students to be, practicing what they learn out there. So again, we thank you so much, and we would not be here without you. Today we have 2 judges. Ayana, she's from our marketing team of eye-level. And she's been part of the team for a while now, and she's here today. And then the other judge that we have, he's been part of the youth leadership program. He's been part of that group for 10 years now. He looks young, but he's very experienced with public speaking, and that's why he's here today. And your students, as far as judging, your students are going to be judged by the speech content that they're going to be presenting in front of us, and also the delivery. They're going to be judged on that. And the last category will be their body language, the way they present it, the way they stand up here, how confident they are, right? Again, this is a fairly new event, but hopefully you guys will participate the next coming years. But it's all about grooming your students to be better students down the road, in the high school, college, right? This is the start. And that's what we do in eye-level, is build that foundation. And also, not to forget, is we really thank you, students, right? Kids, for being here and participating and being brave enough to get up here and speak in front of this pretty good sized group, right? Bigger than your classrooms, right? So now we're going to start, but before we start our public speaking, there's a little portion that we would like to, acknowledge our winners from the Math Olympiad, the other national event that we have. So if we could call those Math Olympiad winners from 2018 to come up here so we can recognize you. So we have, I think we have Ritwik Argawal, where is he here? So just come up here. I don't know if we have everybody here, right? And also, so if I could just call, I can't remember all the names, call all the winners from the Math Olympiad. I think we have 4, yeah, perfect. So Math Olympiad is a math contest that we do every year. And in New Jersey, we probably have about close to 2,000 kids, or no, I'm sorry, about 1,000 kids total, participating in this Math Olympiad. And these are the winners that we have from New Jersey region, okay? So I'm going to call their names. I'm going to do my best, okay? Apologize in advance if I mispronounce the names. So the first winner, and this is our gold winner, is Aryan Sean. Take the picture in here. So. And the next person is Ayush Mishra. And the next name is Ritwik Argawal. And the next and last person for this age group is Bomik Mehta. Again, students, congratulations for the Math Olympiad accomplishment there. All right, so now we're going to go into our public speaking. Is everyone excited? Yeah. Great. So, I believe we have all the students right in the first row. Now I'm just scanning the numbers that you guys have, trying to figure out who's got the lowest number that will go up first, right? So we've got 15 here. Or should we just go by? All right. Yeah, the whole plan was to go by the numbers, right? And then the whole plan was 40 students was going to be here. All right. So now the numbers are a little bit different. So we're going to change a little bit. All right. We're going to be flexible and adjust. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to start from left all the way to right. Okay? Because we figured all the students that are sitting on their seats now are probably all prepared and ready to speak, right? Okay, great. So we're going to call the first speaker, okay? Parents, let's stay quiet, all right? And listen to this first speaker, all right? Just make sure that you pronounce your name correctly before, clearly before you speak, okay? Come on up. Hold on. The first one is always tricky. So what we're going to do, parents, I need your opinion. Do you want speakers to stand behind the podium or right here in the middle with behind?
Will be better.
Behind. Okay, perfect.
Behind.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 50-50.
Whatever your child's comfortable
Okay.
with. If they
Are
want to
you
stand behind the
comfortable right
podium
there?
or in front of it, it's fine.
Okay. All right, so whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Arya Shkundu and I am a second grader at Town Center Elementary School. Being a global citizen of Earth, if I'm ever being asked to change one particular thing in the world, it would be protecting the natural environment from global warming. Let me tell you a story. Once I went to the zoo with my parents and I saw a polar bear area, which I thought would be really cool to take notes and stuff. When I started reading the sign, I saw an unfamiliar word and I asked my dad about it. I asked my dad, "What is global warming?" And when my dad answered, he said, "Global warming is the process that causes Earth's temperature to rise to make Earth warmer." Humans play a large role in this increase of Earth's temperature by warming up the Earth. Global warming is a slow and steady rise in the Earth's temperature, surface temperature. If we compare today's average temperature closed in 0.74 degrees higher than that of 150 years ago. The main cause for global warming is the greenhouse gas. Let's talk about the greenhouse gas. Earth is covered by a large invisible blanket called atmosphere. When the sun's heat gets close to the atmosphere, some of it gets reflected back into the sun while others get absorbed by the atmosphere. There are certain gases such as methane and carbon dioxide that help absorb the sunlight. This is called the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is not always bad. It traps the Earth's heat so you don't feel too cold otherwise. But by increasing the gas level, that becomes the main reason for global warming. There are various reasons why the greenhouse gas is increasing day by day, such as the consumption of fossil fuels like petrol, diesel, and gasoline, and the making of different industries. The use of more electronic appliances, agriculture activities such as putting commercial and organic fertilizers onto the ground, which is releasing lots of greenhouse gas, and trees used to consume a lot of carbon dioxide, but we're cutting them down for various reasons, and that much carbon dioxide can make a lot of greenhouse gas. Things you can do to reduce global warming. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Get a reusable water bottle rather than a disposable one. Recycle newspapers, plastic, paper, glass, and aluminum cans. By recycling half of your household waste, you can save about 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide annually. Use less heat in air conditioning. By using less heat in air conditioning, you can save about 2,000 pounds of carbon dioxide each year. Change a regular light bulb into a LED bulb, and they're also good for your house. Drive less and drive smart. Driving less doesn't mean less gasoline, but walking and biking are great forms of exercise. Use energy-efficient products. Use less hot water. Use the off switch. Plant a tree. Convince others to preserve. Pollution has many roots to it, and one of the most important ones is our mentality, so we can love our environment, adapt some good practices, so we can save our Earth for many more years to come. Thank you.
Let's call up the next person. And parents, this was a question that was asked earlier. Can you guys leave after your child speaks? I would just wait till the end. We have 14 students right now, so it's not going to take that long. The reason being is we're going to pick the winners, first, second, and third, after this group. All right, your child might be the first or the second place, so I would wait till the end. Not 6 o'clock, but after this group. All right, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayana Patel. I live in Monroe Township, New Jersey. I am 8 years old. My topic is the invention of flying cars. In this speech, I will discuss how to make technology better by inventing flying vehicles like flying cars. There are many inventions of the future that people either know or hope will happen, and some inventions that people have never thought that would happen in this or the next lifetime. For instance, one piece of future technology that I believe may come to pass is the invention of flying cars. Since the time of being young and watching Jetsons, many people have been waiting to see the first flying car. While bringing up the idea of a flying car to a lot of people would seem to be impossible to some, but I actually believe that it is much so possible to create given how far technology has come in the past few decades. I think that it is a very logical conclusion to assume that at some point in the future, engineers, car makers, and others will start to pursue their alternatives to avoiding traffic jams and other problems on the road, and instead to begin to examine the possibilities of taking to the air as an alternative solution. There is much to talk about it over the internet, and many people would like to try flying cars. While it would greatly improve traffic for those that prefer staying on the ground, it may prove dangerous in the beginning because of accidents in the air with other cars, planes, trees, and buildings. Some would say, though, that the convenience would outweigh the risks because there would not be traffic jams or detours because of the roadwork. These cars would need something like a GPS system and an anti-wrecking system so people would not run into each other or other objects. In conclusion, there is a possibility that invention of flying cars and other vehicles possibly come into fruition someday and would not doubt to be great steps towards the advancement of not only us as a nation, but us as a human race. As of now, flying cars are already being tested, but are simply just not ready for human testing or use. Or it may be just thoughts of those who would like to make life just a little easier. Either way, we would not be anywhere we are without these inventors. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Tanya Manwani and I live in Munro Township and I am 7 years old. My topic is eradicating pollution. Pollution has been one of the biggest challenges for our environment. Did you know that eradicating pollution is very helpful for animals? If I could change anything in the world, I would reduce and remove pollution so that animals can be healthy. When animals are healthier, they can give us food. Healthy animals give us lovely pets. Animals give us healthier food like eggs, milk, corn, and meat to help us grow. This is one way that animals help humans. We can keep animals healthier by not hurting them with pollution. Healthier animals make healthier pets to take care of. Healthier pets. We can keep animals healthy by not throwing trash in the ocean or littering. Will help reduce pollution. As you can see, there are many ways to reduce pollution. When reduce pollution, we keep animals alive and healthy. Let's start an internet group to keep animals alive by reducing and removing pollution. Another pollution that I also care of is air pollution. Air pollution is good to people because it helps animals breathe and humans. And it is helpful to the Earth's environment. Thank you.
So what do you think about it, judges? How did the first three go so far?
So far, so good.
Okay.
Topics are all good.
Great. So just one quick little thing that I observed. When you guys speak, make sure it's nice and loud, nice and clear. Adjust the mic so you can be heard clearly. Okay?
Hello everyone, my name is Alicia and I'm going to make a speech. You know cities, the smoke from the tall buildings, the dullness, the fog, and the dark gray sky. Who likes it? No one. I will change this world by stopping smoke and planting more plants. Most people want the planet to be green, not gray. A green planet will look great. With the green planet, we could see more animals come out. By planting more plants, we can reduce air pollution. The plant will reduce carbon dioxide. The air pollution has been caused by the inventions that people have been making. Since we can't stop the inventions, I will try to reduce them. One way to reduce smoke is limited using of cars. People can use bicycles or take a walk. People just don't take the opportunity to do that. People can even take public transportation to get to places.
something that people do, they have to take a car to small distances. Once I read a book about Pittsburgh. I saw a picture of a big gray sky filled with smoke. I was surprised how people were living in it. And did you ever know that smoke can cause breathing problems? Now imagine you coming outside and seeing a big gray sky and a bunch of people coughing because of air pollution. Now if you come out of your house and see a bunch of flowers planted in a big blue sky, it will be really great. In New Delhi, India, the government restrict the usage of cars. People had to wear masks and go outside because of the air pollution. The world will never be a better place if the smoke keeps on going. In conclusion, I will change this world by stopping smoke and planting more plants. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're just going to make some few adjustments. We've noticed that the students are not getting seen behind the podium, so we're going to prop them up a little bit. All right. So we have another step stool. All right. So you can stand right there. How's that? Is that much better?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. My name is Sandra and I am 8 years old. I am in 3rd grade. I am from the East Windsor eye level. My topic is treat others the way you want to be treated. Do you know some people think some people are not people and just hurt others' feelings? Well, I do not. I think I need to stop it. If I could change anything in the world, I would change people not treating others the way they want to be treated. Ways that you can treat others the way you want to be treated are being kind, thinking before you speak, and encouraging good deeds. Do you know thinking before you speak is important, because if you say unkind words to someone, that might hurt their feelings. I can help by making videos. For example, a video concerning standing up to others. This is one way that I can treat others the way you want to be treated. Another way is being kind. You can be kind by holding up the door to someone. That would make someone stay. Lastly, encouraging good deeds can really make a smile on a friend's. I can do this by saying hi to a neighbor, and then that neighbor will do that to another neighbor. Just doing a simple thing can spread kindness. Overall, I think you should treat others the way you want to be treated by thinking before you speak, encouraging good deeds, and being kind. So out of all of this information, would you want to treat others the way you want to be treated? I do. Share this on social media awareness. For example, Martin Luther King first said his "I Have a Dream" speech to stop segregation. Some examples are, if your friend loses their pencil, you can give them your pencil and get another one from your case. Another example is, if you try to take a picture at an animal that looks really cool and another person tries to and they cut you, would you push them? I would not, because that's not nice. Lastly, the last example is, if your friend is sad, would you treat them up? Yes, I would, because then they would feel happy. And you would want to be happy if your friend cheers you up. that's an example of being all in all. I think everyone should be treated equally and nicely. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for that speech. I was a little worried because she was leaning on the thing, and then the stool was kind of like sliding. So thank you for that wonderful speech. So can we call the next person?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hanchika Streeter. I'm going to talk about saving sea animals. If I could change one thing in the world, I would stop sea pollution to save sea animals. Last year, I saw a video on social media where a sea turtle got a plastic straw stuck up its nose. And when a vet tried to take it out, the sea turtle was bleeding a lot. And that made me feel very bad. Millions of sea animals die from plastic pollution every year. And we don't want that to get worse in the future. The oceans are one of the greatest gifts to humans. Through increasing water pollution and spillings of oils in the sea, the marine life is trapped in danger. As you can see, the ocean's current situation is far from good. Pollution is constantly being pumped out into these large bodies of water. And every day, thousands of animals die from it. Do you know what plastic bags and pellets look like to sea animals? To a sea turtle, a floating plastic bag looks like a jellyfish. Plastic pellets look like fish eggs to seabirds. Drifting nets entangle birds and animals, making it difficult to move or eat. There are a few steps we can take every day to help sea animals recover and thrive. Mind your carbon footprint and use less energy. Do not throw waste chemicals, oils, and medicines in the sewage. Make safe, sustainable seafood choices. Use fewer plastic goods. Collect litter you find on beaches and in coastal areas. Don't purchase items that exploit marine life, such as coral jewelry, coral calcium, and shark cartilage. Be an ocean-friendly pet owner. Support organizations working to protect the oceans and influence change in your community. Marine life is a beautiful life. It increases the beauty of this nature. Everyone must take good care of it. Marine animals have added color to this environment, and this has given a wide scope to the beauty of this nature. Nature is nothing without marine life. If marine life is disturbed, then the colors of this nature may get stolen. The human race should understand their responsibility towards marine life and avoid disposing plastic bags in a way that these bags will enter rivers, oceans, or any other waterways. The oceans do so much for mankind that the human race cannot live otherwise. Please save sea animals by saving oceans. I hope you all enjoy my speech. I am so grateful to have had this opportunity to share my speech with you. Thank you everyone for listening.
Another good speech. What do you guys think about it so far, parents? Yeah, we've got some really good speeches, right? Yeah. Perfect. All right, next person.
Hello, my beloved teachers and my dear friends. My name is Avantika. I thank Allah for providing me this opportunity to share my thoughts on how the future generation can contribute to save Mother Nature. Yes, if I'm given a chance to change one thing in the world, I would choose to protect the environment from pollution. A month ago, my family went to Jenkinson's aquarium. We were all so excited to see the sharks and seals along with the penguins. I was so happy to see my little sister Ananya jumping around in the penguin habitat. We all love fishes and penguins, right? I guess yes. But did you ever think of a world without penguins? Yes, they are listed in the endangered species list by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. I then started doing my research on what contributes to this extinction of the species, penguins. I then finally came to understand that it is because of the changes in the weather condition around the globe called climate change. Yes, how many of us know that the sea levels are increasing, and the reason for that is pollution. My dear friends, I would like to utilize this opportunity to enhance our knowledge on how pollution can be prevented. Pollution can be prevented since the causes of pollution are human-made. So how did we as humans create an environment that is polluted? First, let's get to the types of pollution that we can avoid as kids. The types of pollution that we can avoid as kids are air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, and noise pollution. First, let's go on to air pollution. The air we breathe when mixed with toxic gases is a polluted air.
This polluted air is increasing global temperature around the globe, which is causing the Antarctic and the Arctic glaciers to melt, which is increasing the sea levels. These toxic gases are released into the environment by factories, automobiles, etc. We need to work together to reduce emitting these toxic gases. For example, we could use bikes instead of cars, use public transports instead of individual cars, etc. Now let's go on to water pollution. Spoiling the natural water is called water pollution. We spoil the ocean and the drinking water by throwing garbage in the oceans, which mixes with chemicals, resulting in toxic water is one cause of polluted water. This polluted water also affects sea animals, including turtles and dolphins. We need to avoid using plastics, which will take a long time to decompose. Now let's go on to land pollution. Land pollution is also known as soil pollution. Littering hazardous materials like plastic and chemicals in the land results in land pollution. It takes 450 years for a Coke bottle to decompose, and it takes 10 to 100 years for a plastic bag to decompose in the soil. We could use our own carry bags so that we could stop using plastic bags. Finally, let's go on to noise pollution. Beep beep, that people honk is a noise pollution. Noise pollution is also caused by sound music that disturbs ears and sleep for others. We can make less noise when we play with friends, and speaking one at a time helps reduce volume in class. My dear friends, let us do our contribution to save Mother Nature, and here are some simple ways we could do that. We could do carpool, we could avoid plastics, we could do the proper hazmat procedures to discard waste, and we could scream less at home to reduce the noise. We are contributing to share for the greener world. As kids and the pillars of the future, let us be part of the solution here and not be a part of the pollution. So friends, let us get together to save Mother Nature from damage, like preventing her like our own toys. To learn is to teach, and to get is to give. Thank you.
I hear it. I think a popular topic is pollution, right? Good job, kids. Now it's just a matter of, talking about it. Now what are we going to do about it later on, right? Perfect. So the next speaker?
Whenever I go to India, I always feel sad because there are so many people who are begging for food. And whenever I see that, I always give them money and tell them to buy some food. At the same time, I see people passing by the poor and not giving them any food. That's the part which makes me really sad. Good afternoon, respected judges, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. My name is Tanvika Trigada. I'm 8 years old and in 3rd grade. Today I'll be talking about one thing that I would change in the world, which is preventing world hunger. To begin with, I will tell you on what is hunger. Everybody in this room understands what it feels like to be hungry, right? Our stomach starts rumbling and it feels like rats are running inside it. So to get out of this feeling, we eat something and then we feel good. World hunger means people in the world who need food or are starving. Even right now, there are people in the world who are dying every second out of starvation. The world is producing enough to feed the entire global population of 7 billion people, yet 1 in 8 people goes to bed with hunger each night. There are 795 million people in the world who don't have enough food to lead a happy, healthy, and active life. There are many reasons for this. The first and important reason is food wastage. Whenever I go to cafeterias and restaurants, I walk by the trash cans and see so much food in there. It feels like that could feed like hundreds of people. If we know we're going to waste the food, then we shouldn't take it, right? When I was little, my parents always used to talk about not wasting food. But at that age, I never knew what that meant. But now I'm making sure that I'm not wasting food, and I hope you all are too. The second reason is natural disasters. Natural disasters such as floods, tropical storms, and hurricanes destroy the crops on the fields, and the farmers lose their crops and lose a lot of their money. Lack of education is also one of the reasons. There are many people in the world who are not educated, so they can't have jobs to earn money and to serve themselves and their family. Now I'll talk about what we could do as a global community to prevent world hunger. Firstly, food donations. We could do food donations in food banks in our local areas or organizations such as Feeding America, which helps thousands of people to get their food on regular daily basis. Secondly, food drives. A food drive is a charity event, a group of individual people collecting food and offering it to the poor people who can't have it. We could do food drives in schools, restaurants, and even homes. In my school, we do food drives monthly twice. Thirdly, volunteer in soup kitchens. A soup kitchen is a place where food is served to the poor people for free or for a really less price. We could volunteer in soup kitchens for a few hours to support the cause. Fourthly, money donations. We could donate money. There are many trusted websites where we could donate money. And hopefully those donations will help the poor people in many different ways. And finally, we should not waste the food. Have you ever wondered how much money it would take to end world hunger? Well, that's what I wondered, but while I was doing this research, I came to know that ending world hunger each year would cost $30 billion. That's a lot of money, right? One person can't just end this. As a global community, we all could do this if we keep on trying. If I could at least inspire one person in this room with my speech, I would be delightful. Once again, my name is Tanvi Kachagada. Thank you all for taking your time to listen to my speech.
Couple things. In this group, how many are eye-level members and how many aren't? Parents? Okay, good. So, this is what we do. This is, we do a lot of national events and, we encourage you to explore our program if you're not current eye-level members. Right now, in the front, we have a coupon that we're giving out. If you sign up, you get $50 off on the first month. So, take advantage of that offer. Great topic. Did you know last year in November, iLevel as a group, we did a food drive also to help the hunger. So I like that topic. It hit home for us in Ayat. One day I was driving in the Route 80 related to the hunger. It was a big fact right on the billboard saying that Americans waste 40% of our food. Right? So just another thing to think about related to what she's talking about. So great job. So let's call the next speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joanna, and I'm in 3rd grade. One thing I'll change in the world is stopping violence. Do you think there's too much violence? Then let's stop it. We don't want the world we live in to have violence. Today, people hurt each other because of violence. They hurt animals by hunting them, and that's violence as well. Coercion impacts the life and happiness of all living beings. It demotivates people, in turn impact their ability to do good for themselves and the society. Violence impacts the consciousness and energy in all living beings. To do all good and great things, people have to feel safe. Peace brings happiness, enthusiasm, and love among all living beings. Compulsion also impacts the relationship between humans, countries, and all living beings. Violent nature impacts the characteristics of every living entity in the world. History has time and again proven that violence in any form has impacted the lives of affected social beings and making it difficult for the next generation to rebuild their lives. This is a time to bring all men and women together and take the responsibility of standing tall and brave in front of those people committing violence and stopping them with the help of right authorities. Every violent being should not be allowed and should not impact the society. Every social being should trust in goodness, kindness, humanity, happiness, and peace. Violence kills people, kills animals, demotivates social beings, and that is not good for the future of the people, countries, and the world we live in. Hatred causes agitation on a human or an animal, and those are examples of violence. Together we can all make this world a much better place if we can remove violence from our lives, help others understand the value of peace, and all of us live in harmony. Social media can help by spread the awareness. Thank you for listening to my speech, and thank you for paying attention.
Next speaker, let's go in the back there.
Hi, my name is Dumur, and I am in 2nd grade. Did you know that many people in all 50 states have a lot of car crashes? A lot of people think about changing the world and making it a better place for people to live. But the question is it really possible? It is possible to change the whole world to make a huge difference on a global level. Hi, my name is Dumur, and one thing I want to change in this world is to build safer cars. Statistics shows that millions of people die in road accidents every year. To prevent these accidents, we should make cars that have thick tires, and we should cover cars with rubber. So when they crash or collide into each other, the impact is minimal and there are no injuries. We need to make sure that people in cars stay safe. Seatbelts should be mandatory. People should be made aware that they have to wear the seatbelts all the times while sitting in the car, and it is for their own safety. So in the end, I would like to ask car companies to make safer cars and people to wear their seatbelts. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful speech. So our next speaker is Shivani. Can you come up?
Hi everyone, my name is Shivani Manikam and I am studying 2nd grade in Cheney Elementary School. If I could change one thing in the world, I would make everybody recycle. Introduction. Do you recycle? You should recycle. You should recycle because that keeps the environment safe. Recycling is a key component of waste reduction. DC statement. Recycling keeps living things safe. Some living things are people, plants, and animals, which can benefit from a cleaner environment. The main reason of recycling is to save the earth, help the environment, reduce pollution, and slow the global warming. By recycling, people can have something to do with the earth's overall health and keep the air, water, and land clean. Overview. In this speech, I will discuss about what you should recycle and why you should recycle. Main idea 1. We should recycle because that keeps the air, water, and land clean and safe. Recycling reduces pollution in the air, water, and land. Recycling saves many lives of animals, plants, and people. Main idea 3. Recycling reduces waste by it should go into the proper places. For example, waste goes into the ocean. Another example is waste goes into the forest. So we should avoid the waste going into the ocean and forest to save the life of animals. Conclusion. Everyone should definitely recycle to keep the earth clean. Summary. Recycling is very important to save the earth, help the environment with pollution-free air to breathe, and reduce the global warming. Closing statement. Can you all help me save the earth by recycling? And also please spread the good things about recycling to everyone you know. Let's make our earth clean and reduce the global warming and save many lives. Thank you. Have a great day.
Have you ever imagined a world with dinosaurs roaming and dodo birds flying? When I first learned that extinction was a species being gone forever, I started thinking. I felt that all animals would become extinct someday, and I didn't want that to happen. Hi everyone, my name is Siddharth and I'm going to tell you why if there was one thing I would change in the world, it would be to stop extinction once and for all. Every day, many animals are killed. Hundreds of thousands of animals have gone extinct over the years. I'm going to tell you some endangered animals, why they're endangered, and how to save them. One critically endangered animal is the vaquita. There are about 12 to 15 of them left. They are dying because they're getting trapped in gill nets meant for other fish. We could save animals like the vaquita by creating public awareness among people. So what? It's because vaquita eat the bad bacteria of sharks, which in turn helps maintain a healthy shark population too. Another endangered animal is the Asian elephant. The Asian elephant is dying because of habitat loss, which also results in human to elephant conflicts. It's also dying because it's getting poached for its ivory tusks and valuable skin. We can save animals like the Asian elephant by creating public awareness among people and conserving their habitats to protect their population. With all the habitat loss, even the bees are getting endangered. So why should we care? We should care because if bees and other insects like bees don't pollinate, then fruits and vegetables won't grow. And that threatens all life on Earth. There are quite a few critically endangered animals, like the Amur leopard, the Javan rhinoceros, and the black-footed ferret. We could save animals like this by donating to places like the National Wildlife Organization and creating public awareness among people. So if we humans don't rise up to protect the poor, helpless, defenseless animals, the day is not far that we become extinct ourselves. Thank you.
I tell you, I give you guys a lot of credit for getting up here in front of everybody. I wish I had this program when I was growing up, you know? But, you know, you guys are doing great, all right? So, can we call on the next person?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alicia. If there's one thing that I can change, then I would definitely start with myself. And the reason for that is I could be that girl who will be First Lady President of America. I could be that girl who will be a computer expert or maybe a doctor. In short, I'm the future of America. And not only me, but everyone around me is also the future of America. We have many people trying to change the environment, education, and planet. But unless I can change myself to accept the world around me, it's not going to work. I want to open my heart to help others. I want to support needy and care about them. By changing myself, I want to see a world which is like a fairy tale. It is doable. I believe, yes. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Guhan Dhruva. I'm in 2nd grade and I'm 7 years old. Today I want to talk to you about self-driving cars. By a show of hands, how many of you have ever sat or driven a car? Everyone here, right? We all use cars every day, so they're clearly a big part of our lives. As you may know, cars come with great risk and great responsibility. However, not everyone is responsible when they drive. In order to bring great change into the world, people should use self-driving cars. Replacing cars with autonomous cars will avoid car accidents, human error, and the number of deaths caused by cars. It has been found through research that 81% of all car accidents are caused by human error. If humans weren't in control of their cars, these accidents could be avoided. This means texting and driving, speeding, drunk driving, and children distracting and disturbing parent drivers would no longer be problems. Accidents happen in a second, so it's really important to make sure people are safe and drive safe in order to prevent accidents. That's where autonomous cars come in. Self-driving cars sense the environment and more with little or no human input. As I said earlier, research showed that most car accidents are caused by human error. And so if you take human hands off the steering wheel, then the navigation is in a safe and positive direction. Thank you.
All right, can we call on the next person? That was a good one. That was a good one. By the time you guys reach your 18 years old, I think these cars will be out on the road. You won't be driving. You'll just be sitting. Right? All right. Can we come up?
What do you think about the world we are living in? The great majority of people love their lives, love being a human, and love living on Earth, and have no time to think about the world around them. They do not notice that this world requires some major changes. Good afternoon. My name is Miriam, and I want to thank you all for taking the time to be here to hear me to talk on a very important subject that's close to my heart. One thing I would like to change in the world is to provide clean and pure water to poor countries. I would like to do this because clean and pure water is a basic need we all should have. I want to make sure people have clean water because clean water is important to survive as everyone needs water to drink in order to get energy to do their daily work. Also, clean water is used for taking a shower and washing your hands after you use the bathroom. Clean water is also used in cooking. If food is cooked with dirty water, people can get sick and die. The way I can do this is that I can start a fundraising campaign to collect money so I can send equipment to poor countries that will purify water and make it clean. I can also go to the World Health Organization and talk to them about the situation. I can also talk to President Trump and ask him for his support. This will help poor countries a lot. It will give the people of these countries clean water to drink, which is a necessity. People will live healthier and longer. Also, the people would be able to clean themselves with clean and pure water. This is very important to me. It is important because if I have clean water, other people should have it too. I want to thank you all for taking the time to be here today, and I look for your support on this very important cause. I would like to end with this quote by Daisaku Akita. When we change, the world changes. The key to all changes in our inner transformation. A change of our heart and minds. This is human revolution. We all have the power to change. When we realize this truth, we can bring forth that power anywhere, anytime, and in any situation. Thank you.
Great speech. Change starts with us, right? All right. Good one. All right. The next person will be, I believe, right here.
Have you ever thought how many car accidents happen every day in our country? Statistics show nearly 1.3 million die in road crashes each year. On average, 3,287 deaths a day. In addition, millions are injured or disabled. In spite of advances in space and technology, we still face the same problem. How can we make cars safer? Hi, my name is Mosh, and I'm going to talk about one change I would like to make. Is cars safer? How can we make cars safer? Cars is not as safe or as comfortable as they can be. Once my mom was driving a car and a car came racing in front of us. We almost crashed, and that's not safe. We had to talk to the car manufacturing company to put cushions inside the seat and make something to sleep on. So if it's a long drive, we could sleep. We also need to make people aware that wearing seatbelts are important. We can make cars safer by tightening the seatbelt. This would make us stay in place and avoid injuries. In conclusion, to bring this change, we have to talk to all the car companies how the cars can be made safer and make people aware that wearing seatbelts are important. I am an only person speaking up, and for what I believe. And if everybody did the same, everything would be better. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Siddharth Desai, and I am in 2nd grade. Today I would like to share all fun facts about bicycling. Wait, what? Bicycling or recycling? Do you think it is the same? In bicycling, we keep on pedaling up and down, and bike goes on. Is it the same as recycling? In recycling, we use the same resource multiple times, and world goes on. The purpose of my speech today is to talk about E-R-R-R. Educate, reduce, reuse, recycle benefits. It will ensure a clean world where generations and generations can live for many, many years. I would like to talk about why must we educate, why must we recycle, and what are the benefits of recycling. What is the difference between waste and recycled material? We have all done it many times, most likely by recycling disposable coffee cups, greasy pizza boxes, and plastic bags. It does more harm than good, meaning they will end up in the landfill instead of being recycled. We should always check local municipality to see what is recyclable and what is acceptable. One quick fact, China, one of the world's most main recyclable importer, more than 0.5 impurities will be sent to the landfill instead of being recycled. For example, let's say in my community, I'm doing a great job by recycling all the recyclable materials and putting them in the recycling bin. But let's say my neighbor is doing a terrible job by mixing in waste and recycled material. An entire batch of my community will be sent to the landfill instead of being recycled. With another example, with pizza boxes. Oil often slips into the cardboard, which makes it difficult to recycle. But if only a few crumbs are left in the box, then yes, definitely it is recyclable. Well then, what can we recycle? Glass, metals, organics, papers, and plastic. We can also recycle clothes by donating them to the cloth organizations. Reduce consumption of physical objects such as water, electric, and gas. Using carpools, bikes, and local transportation whenever possible. We should use products from the recycling process, so if everybody uses things as many times as possible, we will help reduce waste. For example, use glassware instead of using paper plates. Think about things before we throw them away. They could be used for another purpose. Let's say an old t-shirt. It could be used as a car rag. Reuse is different from recycling, but it does lead to reduced consumption. Always a good thing. Recycling saves resources and energy and helps protect environments. By reducing waste and recycling as much as possible, we will help reduce production of ash and saving the world's most precious resources. For example, each ton of recycled paper can save up to 17 trees, 380 gallons of oil, 4,000 kilowatts of energy, and 7,000 gallons of water. Recycling can save wildlife, people, and energy. The amount saved from one recycled glass bottle could power an old 100-watt light bulb for 4 hours. Well then, now that you know how to recycle and what to recycle, let's all help clean the world. Remember what we all must remember. E-R-R-R. Educate, reduce, reuse, recycle benefits. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kian Vaishnav and I am in 2nd grade. Today, I am going to be telling you about global warming. Have you ever turned on the lights for no reason? Have you ever used more water than you need? Have you and your friends ever took more cars instead of doing a carpool? Well, you better think about global warming. Global warming is a serious problem for people and other species like polar bears. We are letting out too much carbon dioxide, and it is harming the Earth's atmosphere by making a hole in our ozone layer. When that happens, all the heat from the sun comes through that hole and will burn us and the polar bears too. I would want to reduce the bad effects of global warming so I can help the polar bears survive on our planet. This issue is important to me because the polar bears deserve long lives just like us. We are driving too many cars and are letting out too much carbon dioxide. We are wasting a lot of energy and electricity.
We are generating a high percentage of carbon dioxide during our industrial process, like making things from plastic materials, and that is making sea levels rise due to raised temperatures. Also, glaciers are shrinking because the heat from the sun is getting through our ozone layer and is melting all the ice from the glaciers, and we are losing some of our fresh water. Plants and other animal ranges are being shifted away. And on the other hand, trees are growing earlier than scientists expect because the carbon dioxide is getting through the seed shell and is forcing the seed to grow earlier. I would like to be a change agent on global warming, so if I was soon going to get a friend who likes polar bears, I could save their favorite animal's life and they would be my best friend forever. So, if you would want to make sure global warming does not expand all over the world, even in the oceans, we should stop polluting, stop using too much water, using only the amount of light we need, and stop using too much electricity and energy, like playing on your iPad. Then we can stop global warming from overruling us in the world. Now, if you would want to make a difference for global warming, you better do it soon to make the polar bears happy. Let's do this!
Thank you. All right, let's call on our very last, but not the least, speaker.
Hello, my name is Ayana Patel, and my topic is stop pollution. Pollution makes our land, water, and air dirty. If I could change something in the world, I would stop pollution. Lots of ways people make them polluted. Using plastic bags and plastic bottles makes land dirty. Throwing trash and plastic in oceans and rivers make them dirty too. Water is also polluted by releasing chemicals in it, which is danger for marine life. Smokes from vehicles makes air pollution. Air pollution can affect the weather. We can stop pollution by making small changes in our daily life. We should share a ride or ride a bike or choose to walk instead of a car. We should use eco-friendly and recyclable materials. Planting more trees can also help us reduce air pollution. In conclusion, stopping pollution will make us healthy and safe. Stopping pollution will keep our environment and the air we breathe healthy, clean, and safe. Thank you.
All right. Good job, Mahan. Step down. Thank you so much. So everybody, that concludes our first, second grade, and third grade speeches. All right, I'm just going to do a quick check with the judges and then give us about 2 minutes. All right, and then we'll announce the first, second, and third place winners, okay? And then with this announcement, I'm going to call Payal Rastugi, which is our franchisee from South Brunswick and West Windsor, to help us with the announcements. So 2 minutes, they said, all right? Do you guys have any questions or comments from parents? Definitely there were some really, really good speeches. Also keep in mind, some of these speeches are probably first-time speeches, so this is a stepping stone for a lot of our younger students, right? So learn from it, develop, because this is for sure not going to be their last speech, all right? So if you guys want to talk to the directors that they belong to or the centers to get some feedback and to get some tips to improve your child, talk to your directors wherever center you're from. So any comments? While waiting for the judges? Definitely, there were some really good, speeches there. Questions, parents? Okay. So while waiting, so the first place will get a trophy, all right, and the second and third place will get a certificate, all right. And then also the winner of each category, so one winner, which is the gold winner for this group, will have his or her video passed to the national competition because Oratacular is a national event. So that video will be taken and competed against other region. All right, so that person might be a national winner for Oratacular. Okay, and the videos are recorded, as you guys know, and mentioned earlier by our GNN network, which is a network that's in YouTube. And after the show, after the event, we'll also email that link to you guys so you can repeat the speeches and share the speeches with your friends and families. Okay? One thing we forgot is we forgot to bring the Jeopardy music while waiting, you know.
What does Jeopardy mean?
Jeopardy is a show. Channel 7 with Alex Trebek. I guess she doesn't watch that show, but I do. I love that show. And by the way, the next group will be 4th graders and 5th graders, okay? If you guys would like to stick around and see what the speeches are all about at that level, you're free to stick around. I think we have room here. But I'm so happy that the turnout is really good. This is the first time that we're doing a public speaking collectively, amongst 5 centers. Before it was individual at their center, so it was limited space. But if this is successful, we're going to do it again in a bigger stage next year. So we hope that you guys will support us again next year. Okay? So I think we have our decisions. So Payal Rastugi will announce the 1st and 2nd and 3rd. We're going to start with the 3rd. And also, we're going to give parents the opportunity to take pictures with their child up here. Okay? Since we don't have a bigger crowd, we expected like 30, 40. So we have extra time to do that. So we'll give you a few minutes to take pictures with your child with their certificate. Okay? 2nd and 3rd will get a certificate. And the gold winner, the first prize winner, will get a trophy. All right? So Payal, you want to take it away?
So, hi, my name is Payal and I represent I-Level South Brunswick and West Windsor. And I would like to say that all the kids spoke so well. Can we have another round of applause? Not only they spoke so well, but at our centers we had a wonderful time when we were preparing them for the speeches. The kids had amazing ideas that they were coming up to, what they wanted to change in the world, and the topics that they picked, you can all see that they really care about our society, our community, and they really want to change the world the way they are going, where it's going. So I would like to announce the 3rd place winner, which is Miriam Fuzzle.
You want to come up too, Dad? We can take a picture of you guys.
There we go, Mary. So let's face this way. There we go.
3. Congratulations, guys.
The 2nd place winner is Avantika Center. And the 1st place winner is Siddharth Manikandan. Good job. Congratulations.
Good job.
There you go. Turn around.
So thank you again, everybody. 1st graders, 2nd graders, and 3rd graders. All right, that was a wonderful time. Very, very good to hear all those talents. All right, thank you again.